Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off, because today I'm going to review and page through the original edition campaign from author Eric Johansson. Is this digest chock full of optional rules for both players and dungeon masters of original D&D? Or is this a case of been there, seen that? Well, you're going to find out right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned in the open, today I am going to be reviewing and paging through the original edition campaign from author Eric Johansson. This 48-page digest is available at a few locations, but probably most notably Amazon.com. And it's available for $8.50. Swing on over to the other camera because here I've got original edition campaign. Do want to mention the author was kind enough to provide me with this review copy, but neither I nor anyone else affiliated with Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this review with you. These days, it's important that you know that. Also, we're not going to look at each and every page, but I do want to give you a good feel for what's in original edition campaign and share my thoughts about it as well. All right, let's dive on in. So first off, the author of this booklet at the time of the writing had been running an original Dungeons and Dragons campaign for about 26 years and decided that they were going to take a bunch of the house rules that they had come up with over all those years and put them together into this booklet. So this is for original D&D. Otherwise, some people refer to it as the brown booklets, the brown box, white booklets. It's original Dungeons and Dragons, which originally hit the scene back in 1974. So there's tons of optional rules in here, as well as some new classes. So we get rules as far as variations of how to roll up your attributes. We get some new classes. So we've got the Barbarian, the Druid, the Paladin, and the Ranger. We have rules about stuck doors, experience from treasure, creature reactions, initiative, loads and loads of house rules that you can utilize in your OD&D games. I do want to say that a lot of this I have seen previously in other retro clones or say in other editions of D&D, such as Basic and Expert, AD&D, and so on. So a lot of this is not original to me. That I've seen very similar rules to many that are included in here. Now, there is a task resolution system that's included as well that I thought was pretty interesting. So you've got easy, average, and hard tasks, and you're rolling 2 6-sided dice and adding whatever attribute modifier that you may have. And then you have a challenge number that you're basically looking to meet or exceed. So that's kind of a more modern mechanic for many people. But as you can see, we get multiple different house rules on even a single page. This is all very succinct, very to the point. There's not a lot of background information discussing, well, you might want to include this rule because of XYZ or ABC. It's pretty much presented as original Dungeons and Dragons was in those 3 little booklets, as well as the additional booklets that arrived later, such as Greyhawk and Blackmoor and Eldritch Wizardry. But this is really chock full of loads and loads of house rules for OD&D. The question I really have is, who is the audience? Because the reality is, most people don't start role-playing games by going back to original D&D. So I'm kind of scratching my head over that a little bit. But all in all, I mean, there's a lot of good content in here. So that is Original Edition Campaign. Let's swing on over to the other camera so I can provide some final thoughts as well as my review score. So I do like Original Edition Campaign, even though much of what's in here, to me at least, didn't come across as being exceptionally original, because I've seen it in other retro clones, such as Labyrinth Lord or Swords and Wizardry, or even other editions of D&D, like Basic, Expert, and AD&D. All in all, though, if you were running only original Dungeons & Dragons, you'd find a lot that you could use in here. Only question I have is, how many people out there have only looked at OD&D and nothing else? Very few, to be honest. And I'm sure those out there who are running OD&D probably have tons of house rules they utilize already. That said, I do like this. I think it's worth a purchase, especially if you're playing original Dungeons & Dragons. If not, most of these rules and everything are already in other editions of retro clones or Dungeons & Dragons. So on a scale of 0 to 10, I give Original Edition Campaign a 6.5 out of 10. It's good, it's useful, but only if you're only running original Dungeons & Dragons. All right, that is it for this time out. If you like this video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already, and if you do subscribe, ding that bell. It'll not only let you know when I upload videos such as this review, it'll also inform you when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Central right here on YouTube. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all latest in tabletop gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more that you won't find here on the YouTube channel. Come on, you know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thank you very much for taking some time out to watch this video. And until I see you next time, here's hoping each and every one of you gets to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang. Oh, hey, you're still here. That's okay. You don't have to leave just yet. In fact, why don't you subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel right here, or take a peek at the latest live stream, or even find out what YouTube recommends you check out from the channel. And of course, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks again for watching.